A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing but the point.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football.
He got
and some wide open space, but when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
He wants Reynolds way downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
Come on, man. Why you can't catch?
5-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control?
Give me my pick.
This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
19 yards there on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Will Fuller was the intended target.
Out there.
And it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship.
Oh.
What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up.
You got to hit it in front of him. We're going to throw it
The
behind.
pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another day.
I heard nigga play 2K a little bit.
So back-to-back
Come here, Terry.
and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Tua to throw again. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Bud Dupree, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
And that was a Power 5 school.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often.
And they got paid some millions for that game.
Try after the 1st down sack. Tua. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at
about time.
Suddenly, the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
Let's go. Your energy running out.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
Went having the game of his life.
Way downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights.
Ain't that nigga like 88 speed?
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Draw play. This is Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. Another 6-yard carry. Same as last play. First down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him
Tyreek Hill
very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And that'll make it 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
What time is it? Oh, yeah.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
No, he getting woke up before then. I'm going to wake him up when I we're done. Yes, sir.
In the first half
do him like he do me. Yes, sir.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Grant. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Let's go, Norman.
It goes without saying, but
Norman was a big pickup.
That's a ball he would like to have back.
Rick, I appreciate you, fun.
From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by 50.
He got 2 picks.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 7 yards the pickup there. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From midfield, here's Tua. And he'll be hit. And that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Still on Texas.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
GG's, Pat.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Fighting him off. Still fighting. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. We discuss it a lot, but he is so hard to get to the ground, and we saw it right there.
How about that low center of gravity, the strong frame that he has?
He don't sign 1300.
He's still you would understand and recognize that ball goes right into the pocket and pin scatter.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we saw there on that run, wasn't it?
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a handoff to Henry.
I just pressed for this
on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Back to throw, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Now I'm to the punch, man.
Again to Henry.
Yeah.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job
Just
there.
simulated.
Attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard.
My
So
other
now
two
they deal with
corners come
3rd
out
and 11.
entering. They
His
be
size,
team
he's a
those
tough
type
man
of
to bring
norm.
down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone
got
for them. Just
1,300
nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he finds Parker here, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 34 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, But I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Here's Gaskin. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out left to Shaheen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam. On that injury one, you was talking about boost injury rating for all offensive players by 4. I see that one. I was making sure it wasn't no different. That's the only one I saw with the injury.
Throwing again on second down. Tua, he'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's complete right around the 8. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Gaskin will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Tannehill. His throw incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Steps away to his left.
They gotta play inside too.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with. If they could have stopped them right there on that down, now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill dancing to his left. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Tannehill on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, 31 yards. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Ficken, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Ficken to kick off following the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1. Tua eluding the pressure. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game.
How you
They've been the better team by far throughout. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Running left, it's Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. He's got Ferkser, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And that's complete to Brown. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with him.
I was like, my Madden ain't got all that stuff on it. I
got it. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Why they ain't put the momentum and shit on the PS4?
Final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
They won't get
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Yeah, he's trying to shake that nigga, Trey.
Now Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Ficken, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually took.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
Fuck.